If you're a video editor who already makes money with editing but want to make more with working less, this is the exact framework of how I will make a ton of money with video editing. And I know what I'm talking about. I have 350 million views on YouTube. I have worked with clients in a lot of different niches. In the photography niche, in the dropshipping niche, I have clients who make 20k a month from YouTube. And I've worked with entrepreneurs like Sebastian Ghiorghiu and a ton more that you know about. I also helped other editors on their journey and to make more money, become more valuable. So let's start right now. As you see here, we have valuable here. Number one, social media. So what I want to talk about is that value in social media is insane at the moment. And business owners know that they have to create videos. Business owners know that if they are on the platforms like YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and everywhere, they will get more money. You probably know this, you're a video editor, you probably tweet about this a ton of time, like, hey, you have to do social media to make money, so you probably know this, but you have to understand, we have to start from basics to understand the whole concept behind this, to make sure that we deliver the exact value that this business owner needs. So this business owner wants to be on social media, mainly nowadays on YouTube, to make more money, to get more brand awareness, and just make their life easier. Because if they are credible in something, if they have an audience in something, it's much easier to make money. And we have a ton of examples for that. You, again, already know this, so let's just continue. Number two, closer to money. So basically what this means is that your value becomes the value that you bring to the person who you work with or the company who you work for. And this means if you're closer to the money, it's actually easy to say what your value is. So if you work in a gardening company, for example, if you cut the grass and you are the grass cutter, the value of you is like, okay, you cut the grass and the whole garden is grass, flowers, trees and everything, and you cut the grass, that's value, we know that's value, but how big value is that? You are selling a garden for, I don't know, $1,000, just for the example's sake. How much did you generate from that $1,000 as someone who cut the grass? We don't actually really know. Like, you can't actually really count that because it's just grass, trees, flowers, there's everything, and that's just the delivery side. There is side like somebody who finds the person who needs this and talks to them and customer support. So there is a lot of components in a company, and you don't really know the results of one person if that person is doing a job like dealing with flowers or dealing with trees, because there are many other things that have to be done in order to get the money. So you don't know, you as a grass cutter, how much did you make for your company with this $1,000 sale? We don't know that. And if you look at the other side, and if you're a salesperson in the same company, and you go to a person and you say, hey, we can cut your grass, we can take care of your flowers, we can take care of your trees in your garden for $1,000, and they are like, I don't know, and the salesperson, you as a salesperson, you sell them and you say like, hey, you need this, you need this, you need us, and the person is like, okay, I'm gonna pay the $1,000, and they send you the $1,000 to your company, and now what we see is that you as a salesperson just made $1,000 for this company. Of course, the service delivery has to be done and so on, but it's much easier to say, hey, this salesperson brought us 20k in deals. Now it's much easier to say, okay, take 2% of every deal that you close, because now we know that this is the deal that you closed, and this means it's much easier to see what you are providing. So all in all, if you are closer to the money, closer to the sale, the value of you is so much easier to see. Again, another example, if you are selling wine, the guy who actually makes the wine is so far from the money and it's valuable, you can't run a company without them, but how valuable is he? Because he makes the wine, but somebody has to test it, somebody else has to package it, somebody has to bottle it up. So there's everything like these little components and you don't know. But somebody who goes and makes a great deal with like a store to buy a ton of your wine, he just made us $200,000. Is so much simpler to see. So if you come back to our world and check out the process in social media and how people make money from it, how these business owners make money from it, we can see it all starts with target audience and market research, seeing what needs to be done, what videos are interesting, then creating these video scripts, and I did the videos actually, then recording the videos, then editing the videos, then uploading the videos with thumbnails, with copy and so on. and then leading them to a funnel, and then leading them to money. And this is the current funnel. But you as a video editor right now is when we are talking about you as a video editor, actually. You are doing this part. The post-processing part. So there is pre-production, where they find the audience, where they find the idea, where they script the video. There is production, the actual recording of the video, and there is post-production. What you currently do is like video editing, thumbnail design, and so on. So if you look at the examples that we talked about, you don't really have a saying in how much money the company makes. Of course, you editing the videos means that the videos are better, which means the videos get more views or sell more money. But it's really hard to say how much money did your editing generate. Like, we don't know how much money your editing has generated. Because the video's performance is not just about the post-production. Actually, it's almost the least about post-production. It's about pre-production, production, and post-production. So you, as a post-production specialist, and in post-production you are just a video editor, there's just such a small job compared to other jobs that you could do in order to get closer to the money and to showcase that you are a valuable person for this business owner. So the whole thing to make more money and to work less is that you need to be involved in the whole production, so they see your actual value. They can say that we posted this video and this video generated us $20,000 and this guy made us the video, so we know this guy made us $20 million. So now it's much more interesting. But if you look at this pre-production, production, and post-production, if you are only on post-production, that's, let's say, 33% of the video. And that's a lie, but it's even smaller. But let's say 33% of the video. How can you deliver results? How can you guarantee that you will get results, even if you are very talented, if you don't have any control over pre-production and production? Pre-production, the most important part, you don't have any control over. Production could be the least important, or maybe like not so important, but still it's like 66% of the video, and you are here at 33% of the video. You are trying to save bad recordings and you are trying to save bad videos, but you just can't do that, and you just can't deliver the results because it's just not your job, you know? And you can't deliver the results because it's just, you are not responsible for everything. You can't make a diamond out of a shitty video. So it's not just that they see your value more because you are doing more in the company, it's just that you actually deliver the results that you can promise. You can actually guarantee results. You can go to people and say, hey, I will take care of your content and you will make this amount of money because I have done this a couple of times. As a video editor, you can't really do that, because if you go into the company and if they have all this figured out, pre-production and production, but post-production is bad, and you go in and you fix post-production, now you are valuable. But if you like say, hey, I will solve your content problems, and you go in and you just solve this post-production problem, but here, pre-production and production, there is still a problem, they will be like, what the fuck? You didn't solve our problem. You told me that you will solve my problems, you make us a lot more money. Yes, the editing is better, but I'm not making more money. Why is that? Because you as a video editor don't have control over the whole video. And we can talk about the funnel part and the money part, but those are very different to video editing, and funnel is usually a separate person who does funnels, who does the emails, who does the copy. So it's a separate person. You shouldn't really get into that space if you are making money as a video editor already, because it just makes more sense to do it. You have to learn about what leads to money. You have to learn, okay, here, what leads to money. So I'm editing business owners' videos. What leads to money is more eyeballs on those videos and more trust within those videos and more direct copy in those videos. Just an example. But what I want to show you is that if you are editing ads, then the performance of the ads is not just the editing, it's the script as well. It's the hook as well. So it's not just, okay, let's do more. It's let's do more that connects to my editing thing. And paid ads is something that is like the most easy to see, most trackable of how much money you generate for somebody, because they just spend money on ads and they get this amount of money back. And that means that if your creative was good, if your ad was good, if your script was good, then you made this amount of money for the company. So it's the easiest to see, but it's not the only option. You just want to create videos for people who are making money from this or who has a lot of money from this. You can even go into interesting niches like business, a high-level business who wants to make a case study video about what a great campaign they had or want to create testimonials of clients. You can go into that as well. They don't know how to do that. A big company don't know how to start a YouTube channel. So just go to spaces where there is money. Gaming, there is not a lot of money in gaming. At least the person who is an average gamer doesn't really have a lot of money. It's much easier to find a business owner who makes a lot of money but doesn't know about YouTube than to find a gamer who doesn't know about YouTube and has no money. So this is what I mean by learning what leads to money and learning the connection to your own editing, your own already niche that you have. And if you don't have a niche already, I just told you, pick something that makes a lot of money in general and just go into that. So how can you charge if you know that you have more value? The best way is fee plus percentage. It's the best of both worlds. You can say, hey, we will do this for this amount of money plus 20% of the new sales that we get you. And this is the best way because you have a stable fee that you get, recurring revenue is the best, but the percentage allows it. If you go viral, if you make something crazy amount of money, you can get a pie of that and it motivates you more, and I think it's just pretty good in all its stuff, but it won't happen all the time. What will happen is, for example, more beginner people, let's say a tennis coach who wants to make money selling online courses but can't really do it yet because they just started setting it up, they started creating videos, they are starting just teaching. They would rather go for the percentage only. They will be like, hey, I will give you 30%, 40%, just create me videos and all the sales you make, we will split it 40, 60, for example, something like this. Or if somebody has a valuable company and they already making a lot of money, they already like rich, they just will give you a fee because it's just easier for them. They are afraid that you are going to be so good, so they don't want to give you a percentage, but you should try to get the fee plus percentage. It depends on your situation. Of course, if you take fee only, you can take a higher fee. If you take percentage only, you can take a higher percentage. If you take both, just go lower fee and lower percentage and just mesh it together. Of course, this changes, as I said again, but in my own experience, I really like this fee plus percentage. It changes from niche to niche. So just try different things. Just allow people to do different things. If you work with somebody, say to them, hey, I work on a fee plus percentage basis, but if you don't want to take a fee or if you don't want to take a percentage, then we can do just one, but it's going to be higher. And that will obviously motivate them to do the fee plus percentage, or just you get more money upfront or you get more percentage, which is also good. So now that we went over, we still have to talk about a problem with the video editors right now. Because if you want to make $10,000 a month and you make like videos that you sell for $300, you have to create 33 videos a month to hit that number. And let's say, and this is very, 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 very humble, that one video which you charge $300 for takes you 5 hours. This is very humble. Like it's not going to happen, but you have to spend 165 hours a month editing to make 10K. And why is that happening? Because your leverage in this case is you spend your time for money. And you get more money, you still make 10K because it's a higher skill level, it's a high income skill, but you still spend your time for money. And leverage is not existent in that. Only leverage you have is that you have a higher level skill than the usual one. This is why doctors get more. This is why, I don't know, astronauts get more money, because they just have more knowledge than the usual people. But if you have expertise, you can leverage that. And expertise is such a good way to leverage something because you're in your head. It's easy for you. Like for me, talking about this is easy for me because I have the experience, I have the knowledge. So if you can learn this part and just use your expertise for leverage, then you can work less while making the same or more money. For example, if you are a course creator and you create a course on tennis, as we talked about, you don't have to teach all day, but you can still give your knowledge to your students, which is very, very, very good. So you have to build leverage to make more money and work less. And this leverage can be your knowledge in different terms. It can be in one-to-one coaching, it can be in assets, it can be in systems, anything. You just have to think about, okay, how can I add more leverage? And the answer will be knowledge in your case. So that means you have to be pretty good, not just at editing, but all of these other things. And then we can talk about how to structure your offer and stuff like that. But expertise is a good leverage to make more money. You can ask for more money. You don't have to ask for 300. You can ask for $1,000 because you are not just editing the video, you have the knowledge to, okay, how to make this video go viral and what to title this video to make it go viral. And this is $1,000 because you create the video plus you make it go viral. And if you actually make it go viral, because you have the knowledge, okay, this is what your audience wants, then you just got $1,000 for the same amount of work almost, but it's just triple the money because you added your expertise. And one last thing that I want to show you why this old manual of video editing doesn't work. So I talked to a lot of business owners about this, and this is why I had this whole idea of video editors have to become video creators, not just stay at video editing. It's because business owners are tired of spending $300 on a video, which takes 3 days to edit and to get it done, and performs the same or worse as their own video. Like, in the eyes of a business owner, they have two choices. Record a video, send it to an editor, pay for an editor, wait for the editor to finish the work, and then upload the video to get 5,000 views. Or they can just sit down in front of the computer, in front of their whiteboard, just sit down and talk for 20 minutes and upload it right away and get 5,000 views. Why would they pay more, wait more, if it performs the same, then just do it themselves? And these people, these business owners, don't need a fancy video editor. What they need is a right-hand person. Somebody who can help them find good ideas, find good ways to record to save time, write good hooks for them, and edit out the mistakes in the video, like I'm doing it right now. They don't want cringe imangadzi editing. A lot of business owners told that to me. They just want simple videos which attracts their audience. And the reason is that their audience is probably not 15-year-old kids. Their audience is probably higher level people who doesn't really care about the fancy editing. They just want to get the information, and they want to get the information in the most efficient way possible. And this is why they don't need this editing. So they won't pay you $300. They won't wait 3 days when they can just record one in 20 minutes and upload it right away. So you have to become good at helping these people save time and make performance better. And if you do that, you will get a lot of money. If you help business owners do this for them, do market research for them, do ideation and scripting for them, help to make the recording faster and easier, and then deal with the post-processing and the uploading, and you just send all this to a funnel and make money, they see like, okay, this guy had me do all of this. And it's still easier than editing a highly edited video. So if I were in the same position that I was 2 years ago when I was just video editing, this is exactly what I would do. And if you want help with learning all of these skills, positioning yourself to be able to charge more, there is a link in the description where you can book a free discovery call, and we will talk about your situation and see if we can work together. But this is only for people who are ready to invest in themselves and make money with editing currently.